morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to The Inquisition with our guest, Martin Luther.
Good morning. How are you doing?
Pretty good.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. Met you before.
Hello.
Long-time friends.
Well, we have some interesting questions for you today. I hope you're prepared to answer them. All right, so I have it noted down that you were born November 10th, 1483. Is that correct?
Yep.
Yep. Okay, you had to think about that.
I can't,
Long time ago, huh?
remember everything.
Right. Yeah, and noted February 18th, 1546. Does that date ring a bell?
That sounds about right.
Yeah, your death date.
That was the day? Yeah.
Before I came back
Right.
for this interview.
Okay, excellent.
Well, how about, let me ask you this question. What led you to the conclusion on the doctrine of justification?
Through many studies and deep reflection with God. On many books of the Bible, like Psalms, the book of the Hebrews, Romans, Colossians, all that good stuff.
Yeah, all very good books. All very good books. Very good books.
I came to the accurate conclusion that the Catholic Church was using the words like righteous and penance in a different meaning based on their advantage in their corrupt system.
Really?
Wow.
Yeah.
Really interesting. What do you guys think?
Explains it real in depth.
Is the Catholic Church still around?
Yeah.
Doing pretty well?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's
Pretty
hanging
well.
in there.
It's
Still got the
really
Pope.
rich. Really rich.
So, why do you believe that good deeds are not necessary for salvation?
That one I had to think a lot about. That was a tough one. Through deep studying again, I saw that through the grace of God was a gift brought to us by Jesus himself when he was on earth, and believing that he is the Messiah. The Catholic Church teaches that to reach salvation, you have to do good deeds, pay your indulgences, and live a Christian life. My belief is that God's grace comes through having faith with Jesus Christ, with Jesus, and automatically brings salvation to the sinner without any actions or deeds.
So all these answers came through your long years of studying the books,
Reading
right?
the good book.
Reading the good book.
Good book.
Okay.
All right. Well,
What's that?
We'll be we'll be right back. We're gonna go to a commercial break real quick, and
totally lost
once we
track
get
of time.
back, we'll have a few more questions for Martin.
That's good.
Welcome. Tonight our special offer is Martin Luther's translation of the Bible. He originally translated the Bible from original Hebrew and Greek to German. This Bible is special because it can relate to your emotions and the context of the message. I believe that a Bible should be able to understand to the people, and so they know the justification by faith that it tells. When Martin Luther translated this, he translated it sense for sense, not word for word, and that's why it is so special. This evening we're going to be offering a 2-for-1 deal on this product for 2 easy payments of $19.95.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to The Inquisition with our guest, Martin Luther.
Sorry, had a little connection there.
Very deep one.
Man upstairs.
So now that we're back, I just have a really simple question for you, Martin. Why is it that you translated the Bible into German, and what made that translation so much different than the others?
If only that question was easy.
If only.
Right?
If only.
Right.
Bibles. When I started to translate the Bible back in 1521, you guys were just little guys back then.
Yes.
I took a very different approach
Twinkle in my brother's eye.
than the Catholic Church or the Universal Church. According to the Church, the Latin translation was the one and only authentic Word of God. The problem was that over time, the Western Bible had become so corrupt that people thought this, that it didn't even have the real message of the Bible. So I thought that the Bible should be translated from the original Hebrew the original Greek so you get the real message. And I thought it should be formed to a language that people will understand, like examples that people will understand, not just
I still
like
don't understand it, but you know.
not just like words that people used to use, words that people use today, and something that the mother and the father and the children can understand, so they understand the real
Very
message.
good, yeah.
That was my goal in translating. It was in every man's Bible.
Wow.
Wow, impressive.
Pretty adventurous.
Yes. I have a question for you. What motivated you to pursue a religious lifestyle? What started all this out to become the Martin Luther that we know today?
Well, I was actually in regular school, and it was going pretty well. Had a lot of friends.
I did that one.
Pretty good grades.
What age were you when you were in this school? Are you talking elementary school, college? What kind of age were you?
I was in college.
Okay, thank you.
College.
Those were the days.
Oh, yeah.
Those were the days.
So
Yeah.
back then,
Best days you can't remember.
the
huh?
teaching was a little barbaric compared to today. Back then, so I studied at the University of Arad, one of the best German universities of the time. During this time, I had an epiphany. With God. I received a bachelor's degree in just 1 year.
Impressive.
Try and do that here. And upon my father's wishes, I attended law school.
Tough.
And was that
Yeah.
something you wanted to do, or
Yeah,
same as your
that was
father's
pretty
wishes?
interesting. But here's
Okay.
what happened.
Oh.
Here's what happened. During a thunderstorm, a lightning bolt hit right next to me, right in
No way.
1505. And I was returning to school, and I was terrified, and I cried out, "Help, Saint Annie! I'll become a monk." And it spared my life. I lived, but I regretted these words a little, because that's not exactly what I
It
wanted
wasn't
to
what
do
you
with my
wanted to
life.
do, right? You had other
plans.
goals.
I kept my end of the bargain,
Mhm.
that deal with God.
Yeah, you wouldn't
I
wanna-
dropped out of law school.
Yeah,
I became
Wouldn't want to make St. Annie mad.
I became a priest, as you all know.
Look where you are
And
today.
eventually
Came
went
up
on
with
to
that.
form my own church, even though I didn't want to. I just wanted to change the Catholic Church a little, be more like the faith-based religion rather than an action-based religion.
Okay.
But I mean, you know what happened nowadays? I hear there's a Lutheran church.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look
Look
what
at
you
you.
started.
Look what you.
How do you
Yeah.
think
Wow.
that
Yeah. Huh.
But yeah, I gotta go back to my grave now.
Looks like that's all the time
So,
that we have to.
just a quick follow-up question. Let me get this straight. You started the Reformation,
Yes.
which you did not intend on doing.
No. I wanted to. I wanted to heal the church. I didn't want to ruin the church.
And also, you translated the Bible, which we settled already, which you will also be seeing from one of our sponsors. And
a good
also, you weakened the church, actually. Do you agree that you weakened the church
Ooh.
and actually made it a place for the people rather than for the priests?
I
You
made
take this
it.
in a good way.
Yes.
I made it so that people really understood the real message, and not a message that the church was trying to push on them because of their position of power. I wanted to make the church for the people.
So you truly believe this is what God wanted on earth?
Yes, I know that.
You know that.
Well, looks like that's all the time we have today. Seemed to me that, I don't know if the rest of you thought this as well, but it seemed like you had some different views compared to the Catholic Church.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
But
definitely.
quite honestly, it is up to you to decide that. Another round of